Hello, my dear friends. I'm so glad you decided to spend these moments with me today. If you're watching this, it means you care about your future, your family, and the quality of the years ahead of you. Today, we are going to have a very honest and perhaps a bit difficult conversation. We're going to talk about that silent companion that many of us carry around our waist. But before we dive into the science, I want to share a startling statistic that deeply saddens me. Did you know that in the United States today, nearly 65% of men over the age of 65 have essentially given up on managing their physical health? They believe that weight gain, fatigue, and loss of vitality are just inevitable parts of aging. Because of this misconception, millions of men are living significantly shorter lives than they were biologically designed for. My name is Dr. Grant Harrison. Subscribe to the channel or you'll forget. But why is this belly fat so dangerous after 65? You see, what we perceive as a simple soft layer under the skin is, in fact, something much more sinister. In the medical world, we call it visceral fat. This is not just stored energy, it is a chemically active, inflammatory organ that wraps itself around your vital systems. This internal factory constantly pumps out toxic proteins and stress hormones directly into your liver and your digestive tract. This creates a state of chronic inflammation. When your stomach and intestines are constantly bathed in these toxins, the cells begin to change. This is the primary hidden driver behind the rising rates of stomach cancer and pancreatic cancer in men our age. Your organs are quite literally being suffocated, deprived of oxygen, and poisoned from within. I know this sounds frightening, but remember what we discussed in my previous video. We talked about the secrets of improving vision and the protocols to live to 120 years without relying on a handful of pills every morning. Many of you have already started that journey with me, and I am so proud of your progress. The health of your waistline is the next crucial piece of that longevity puzzle. If you haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend watching it after this one because the clarity of your eyes and the strength of your heart are deeply connected to what is happening in your abdomen right now. And stay with me because in a few moments, I'm going to share a very surprising fact about how your gut health actually controls your mood and your memory. You won't want to miss that before we move into our practical session. It is a tragedy that so many men in their 60s feel that their best years are behind them. Modern society often ignores the elderly, but I believe that at 65, you are entering your most impactful era. However, you cannot lead, you cannot love, and you cannot enjoy your wealth if you are battling a body that is inflamed. The reason most men fail is that they try to use the methods of a 20-year-old. They try to run, they try to lift heavy weights, and they fail because their bodies aren't built for that anymore. Right now, I'm going to show you why less is more and how the power of consistency, specifically that number 730, will do what no marathon ever could. Now that we have understood the grave dangers that silent inflammation and visceral fat pose to our longevity, it is time to take action. But we will not act with aggression. We will act with wisdom. If you're 65 or older, your body is like a fine vintage instrument. It requires a precise touch, not a heavy hammer. Most people think that to burn fat, you must sweat, pant, and push your heart to its limits. But for us, the secret lies in the nervous system and the oxygenation of tissues. Today, I'm going to teach you the metabolic reset protocol. This is the foundation of what I call the rule of 730. Before we move a single limb, we must address the fuel of fat burning. Oxygen. Fat can only be metabolized in the presence of high oxygen levels. However, as we age, our breathing becomes shallow. We breathe into our upper chest, which signals stress to the brain. Stress produces cortisol, and cortisol tells your body to store even more fat around your stomach to protect you. It is a vicious cycle. Let us begin with the diaphragmatic vacuum. You can do this sitting in your favorite chair or standing by the window. I want you to place your hands gently on your lower ribs. Feel the warmth of your palms. Now, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Do not lift your shoulders. Instead, feel your ribs expand outward like an opening umbrella. Hold that breath for just 2 seconds. Now, exhale through pursed lips as if you were blowing out a candle on a birthday cake for a count of 8. As you exhale, imagine that your belly button is trying to touch your spine. This isn't just a breath, it is a deep internal massage for your organs. When you pull that wall back, you are physically squeezing the visceral fat, forcing blood to circulate through areas that have been stagnant for years. This movement increases the production of nitric oxide, which we discussed in the previous video about heart health and vision. If you perform this breathing for just 5 minutes, you're already beginning to switch your body from storage mode to burn mode. Remember our math? If you do this twice a day, that is 730 times a year that you have actively oxygenated your internal organs and fought back against the risk of cellular mutation. Now, let us move to the second movement. I call this the gentle spiral. While staying seated, keep your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Imagine there is a golden thread pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling, lengthening your spine. Slowly, very slowly, turn your torso to the right. Place your left hand on your right knee for support. Do not force it. We are not looking for pain, we are looking for a ringing sensation. Imagine your midsection is a wet towel and you're gently wringing out the toxins. Hold this for 5 breaths. Why is this so effective for men over 65? This movement stimulates the peristalsis of your intestines. It moves the lymph fluid. Most people have stuck lymph in their abdominal cavity, which causes bloating and inflammation. By gently spiraling, you are clearing the pipes. You're allowing your body to flush out the metabolic waste that contributes to the growth of those dangerous cells we mentioned earlier. Repeat this on the left side. Notice the difference in your body. Perhaps one side feels tighter. That is okay. That is your body talking to you. Listen to it. By doing this spiral every day, you are ensuring that your internal organs never stay compressed. You are giving your stomach, your liver, and your pancreas the space they need to breathe. Next, if you are able, I want you to stand up. Use the back of a chair for balance if you need to. Security is our priority. Stand with your feet slightly wider than your hips. We're going to perform micro squats. We're not going to the floor. We are only lowering our hips by 3 or 4 inches. As you lower, breathe in. As you rise, breathe out and squeeze your glutes and your abdominal wall. Why are we doing this? Your legs contain the largest muscles in your body. When you activate them, even slightly, they act as a glucose sink. They pull sugar out of your blood. High blood sugar is the primary food for belly fat. By performing these small pulses for 2 minutes, you are lowering your blood sugar naturally without medication. You are telling your body to use the fat stored in your abdomen as fuel for your legs. This is the most efficient way to lower your risk of type 2 diabetes and the cardiovascular strain that often leads to a shortened lifespan. I want to pause here and talk about the psychology of this journey. Many of you might feel that 5 minutes isn't enough. You have been told your whole life that no pain, no gain is the only way. But that is a young man's lie. At our age, the greatest enemy is not fat. It is inconsistency. If you try to do an hour of exercise today, you will be sore tomorrow and you will quit the day after. But anyone can find 5 minutes. When you commit to the 730 repetitions over a year, you are building something more powerful than muscle. You are building a health identity. You are becoming a man who cares for himself. You are becoming the patriarch who will be there to walk his granddaughter down the aisle. You are becoming the mentor who has the energy to share his wisdom with the world. Every time you do these 5 minutes, you are voting for your future. You are choosing to live to 120, just as we discussed in my vision and longevity protocol. Now, let me share that amazing fact I promised you. Did you know that your gut is often called your second brain? It contains more neurotransmitters than your spinal cord. When you have excessive belly fat, it actually interferes with the production of serotonin, the hormone of happiness. This is why many men feel a sense of grumpiness or brain fog as they age. It isn't just getting old. It is the inflammation in your gut affecting the chemistry of your brain. By performing these 3 movements, the vacuum, the spiral, and the pulse, you are clearing the fog. You're allowing your gut to send happy signals back to your brain. Within just 30 days of this protocol, most men report feeling a mental clarity they haven't experienced in decades. My friends, we have covered a lot today. We have looked into the dark reality of visceral fat and the diseases it brings, like cancer and heart failure. But we have also found the light. We have found a path that is respectful to our bodies and scientifically sound. I want you to start tomorrow morning. 5 minutes. That is all. Do the breathing. Do the twist. Do the pulse. Then do it again in the evening. Don't worry about the weight on the scale. Focus on the feeling of space in your abdomen. Focus on the breath in your lungs. In our next session, I'm going to show you how to combine this physical protocol with specific longevity foods that act like a vacuum for your arteries. We will talk about how to eat to support your vision and your heart, keeping in line with our goal of reaching 120 years with dignity and strength. Thank you for trusting me with your time. You're not just a viewer to me, you are a partner in this mission to redefine what it means to grow older. Stay strong, stay curious, and remember, 730 small steps will take you further than one giant leap ever could. I will see you in the next video. God bless.
If you understand, this video was made by me, and every second of video editing takes a lot of time. While you watch this video, there are no ads because this is a private YouTube channel. To support me in improving the channel, support me by subscribing and liking. Share with your family so that they too can learn more about their body than doctors say.